everyone, my name is Rebecca, also known as Reiki Reselling. I'm a part-time reseller over on Vinted and eBay. I do have a full-time job for those that are asking, which is why I don't always have the time to do selling full-time. However, it is the weekend, which means one thing, it's boot sale day, woohoo! And as you can see, I've got my car full to the brim of toys. We are going to be selling because I've done my little one's rooms out, so I'm literally like covered in paint. The joys. My eldest wanted orange. Yeah, not really a colour for me, but it's for him. It's all about him. That's the main thing. And I'm gonna do a challenge today. I'm gonna just take £10 to buy stuff with and see what I can get for a tenner. So let's go. Got here a bit early, so let's run through the sales, and boy have I had some corkers. Let's go. I got these boots when I was away, paid €5, which works out as about £4. Sold them for £24. Bought these vintage Sancho leather cowboy boots. I paid €10, which works out as about £8, and I sold them for £70. They also sold within 24 hours, so I was absolutely buzzing with that. I've had these Winnie the Pooh wallpapers for absolutely ages. I've just never had time to list them. I bought them for £1 at a boot sale, and I sold them quickly for a tenner, just on Vinted as well. Happy days. Something like this normally would pass us by, but this is a vintage laundry basket. I picked it up from the house clearance shop, paid about £4 for it, accepted an offer on Vinted for £25. That also sold within 24 hours as well, so it just goes to show that I should really try and branch out a bit more. This hung around. It's a per una dress. I bought it for £1 over at the Fighting All Cancers Together charity event, and it sold for £12, but still that's a really nice profit. I'll take that any day. Now without further ado, let's go back to the boot sale. Didn't really have high hopes for today because it was quite cloudy, as you can see, but after I'd set up, I left my mother-in-law and had a good gander around, and there was a few things that I could have picked up, like this Byakugan, but it doesn't really sell for much, and she wanted £2.50 for it. It had been used as well. I was lucky if I could get like a tenner on average, to be fair, so I just left that. It is a quick profit, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to branch out a little bit more and be a bit more selective, so we'll see. I did, however, spot a King Kong. It was quite a big King Kong as well. They used to go for canny money, because they used to be about £40 to buy now, but they have gone in like a dip in price at the moment. I think on average you can get between 15 to 20, but still I grabbed that. It was only £1. I'm probably going to give it to the little one because he's into all that sort of stuff at the moment. I do also apologise that my hand was a little bit shaky on these recordings. I am thinking of getting like a proper GoPro and upgrading the gear, because I just currently use my phone. But I thought for today, why not just stick with what I know, and then I'll do a bit of research later. How much is your jacket, please?
Which one, please?
This one.
40 quid, that one.
40, no worries, thank you. How much are these, please?
£5. Your size 10.5.
10.5. I thought they looked like an 11, yeah. Kind of.
UK 10.5. Hardly being used.
I know, you can say that, to be fair. Right. Well,
It's only 11, really.
well, my husband's an 11, but he flitters sometimes with a 10, so...
Well, he's got problems with his feet, which is why.
Oh.
Used to be okay, but then...
No, I'll definitely have. So yeah, it was only a small boot sale today. I would say there was about 15-20 cars at an absolute push. There was a lot more traders there than what is normally it's like, so I was really surprised at that. I was actually a little bit gutted because I wanted more like family sellers. That's the reason why I go to this boot sale, because although it's small, you can normally hit on But there was like a few traders, like people selling like badges and antiques and stuff like that. It was great for resellers in the sense that, you know, if you wanted like some trainers or some jackets and you're happy to pay up a little bit, then great. But I want like cheap stuff, to be fair. My 50p guy was there, and I happily bought a couple of bits from him, but he didn't have a lot of his usual stuff. I missed out on the jacket. They only wanted a tenner for that, so I was a little bit gutted. But yeah, I was just a bit disappointed at the pickings today. I didn't really spend very much. I spent more than the £10, but I didn't really spend as much as I normally would. And I just wonder if I should go a bit more further afield, to be fair. How much is the Guitar Heroes, please?
Watch for what you're after.
Well, the price for all of them?
Take 60 quid for the lot.
Nah, no worries, thank you.
If you're sure you can sell on eBay for 60 quid by itself.
Yeah, I think if you're asking that sort of price, you need to do that, yeah. Thank you. Hindsight, Rebecca here. I just wanted to point out that I did think £60 at the time was quite expensive for the Guitar Heroes. Also, they only go for about £13 to £15 if they are spares and repairs. So you have to remember, guys, you have to buy electronics as if it's broken. So although £60 is a good price if they're working, it's a really big if. When I was having a good wander around, it really got us thinking of how I actually pick up stuff and how cheap I source things, and, you know, what my business plan is going to be like going forward, because I don't know if it's like this down south. I know other resellers have the same sort of problem, but I just find that things are just getting much more expensive. However, I did come across this guy's stall. He had all the clothes for 50p. I was really buzzing with that, because there was like a couple of things like the Newcastle Falcons that I picked up. They just like were little rugby shirts. I also picked up a couple of boarding pieces as well, so I was happy about that. But other than like that one store which really saved it for the day, I feel like I've really been struggling picking up stuff at boot sales, and I've got loads of different ways of sourcing my items now other than a boot sale, which I'm quite grateful for, to be fair, because I don't really think that I could do what I do if I didn't have them other sources available to me. But what I do realise that I'm lacking is like good contact with like house clearance people. I know a lot of people down south do have good contacts where they can get like the games consoles for like a £5 or a couple of £1 a piece, because they just get them in that much volume. They don't really care. But like, unfortunately, I don't have anything like that in my area, or I've not really tried to branch out and make them contacts. So yeah, I wonder how everyone else is getting on, but I do find boot sales a little bit harder. Comment down below if you guys are feeling the same, if you have, you know, managed to get contacts, or if you're finding the whole reselling game just that little bit harder, because, you know, information is available. Like, I post my videos, other much well-known people post their videos. Thrifting's a really big thing in America, and usually when big things are, you know, happening over there, they usually come over here. So more and more like regular people are starting to do like quick flips on the side, just especially because of the cost of living crisis and stuff. So let us know what you think, if you guys are struggling to find quality stuff at boot sales now, if it's just me, if I'm just like overlooking stuff because I'm just caught up in the moment. I don't know. But yeah, let us know what you think, because it really does matter. How much are your bags, please?
I'm just waiting until I set up first. Okay?
All right, no worries. Something that did make my day is this stroll coming up, guys. Try and hold your laughter in if you can. Honestly, I was a little bit taken back when I seen it. They had some really good stuff, to be fair. They had some anime figures, so I just missed out on one of them. I was absolutely gutted, but I was interested in some of the electronics. Make sure you watch closely. I had to do a double take.
He's definitely around.
Can I have a little look at your radio, please? I just don't want to step over your stuff.
Sure.
Thank you. How much are you asking for it?
That's cool.
£3.
£3, yeah. Yeah, that's right, guys. You're not seeing things. She had a price list, a printed out price list on a checkerboard, all printed out in a tape. My God, I've seen it all now. It's 12 o'clock and we're just waiting for all of the other people to come in. There's quite a queue. Oh, here we go. Hi guys, so I'm back from the boot sale. I filled a bag. I did spend more than a tenner, my bad, but here's what I got. So I got brand new with tags, England World Cup, Rugby World Cup with France 23, sorry. It's the official one. That was 50p. I got a chest set. It's just a little travel chest set. Always pick these up if you can. Overpaid on that though, it was £1, but all the pieces are still there, so my money is safe. I also picked up these for £1. They are brand new. The box is just a little bit grubby. I haven't done any research on them, but for 4 mugs for £1, that'll make a nice little set for someone. Easy 5 to 10 on that. They're a really pretty floral design as well. From the same guy, I also picked up these Badrino joggers. I've never heard of this brand. The Wi-Fi just stopped working, so don't know if they're good or not. They are a size 3XL. So yeah, 50p for them. This was my bargain of the day. This was £2. It's a Microsoft ergonomic keyboard. It is a wired one, but online they're typically going between 30 and 40. And some of the ones that are like £30 do have the keys worn, but as you can see, this is in really good condition. So hopefully tested, that should be a nice profit. I also picked up this Carrymore bag. She said it was her son's. Used it literally the once. It's only a 35 litre, and from what I understand about these, the bigger the bag the better they are. But I only paid £3.50 for it. My money is safe. There's a tiny little mark on there that I need to get rid of, but it looked like it was washing off when I quickly wiped it down. And when it's people's kids' backpacks for when they're like on school trips and stuff, there tends to be like names at the top or names in the hood, and I couldn't see any, so I'm happy with that. Also comes with, when I can get it working, with the little cover as well, like for the rain, so my money is safe with that. I think I'll get about £15 for that. From the same person with the keyboard, I picked up these brand new hat and scarf set from Principles. I am tempted to keep it for myself for the winter because it is super soft and it's quite shimmery. But yeah, I'm trying to build up some winter stock as well. These are probably a bit of a fail. I think I paid like £2 for them. They are Olympus flippers. I know sometimes the flippers can go for a little bit. I haven't done any research on them though, but I think they're actually a kid's size, but we'll see. But for £2, even if I just flip them for a £5 on Vinted, it's still good. I also picked up from the same lady Exploding Kittens card game. I love this game. Yeah, my money's safe for that one for £1, because I'm sure I can get at least a £5 off Vinted for that. Picked up a few hats. So we have 2 North Face hats. They are genuine. So we have a black one. They look really grubby on camera, but they're actually not. And then I've got like a beigey one. The beige one is in better condition, but it's like, it looks genuine. It looks absolutely fine. But yeah, they were only £1 each, so I was happy with that. And then just a basic Adidas one. Is it a kids one? Is it a kids one? Yeah, it's a kids one. I didn't realise. that one I'll still get my money back, but a bit of a fail. There was a guy selling 50p clothing, so I picked up this boarding top. It's got some nice gold on it. Just basic top, size 12, that was 50p. From the same person, I also picked up this fat face jumper. It's a lightweight jumper actually, it's like a creamy beige. But it's quite nice. It's got like the chunky pattern on and then just like a normal pattern. So that was 50p. From that same person, I also picked up 2 of these Newcastle Falcon shirts. That one is a size small. I didn't realise Nike did them. Is that like an old Nike logo? Might have to do a bit of research on that one because he had some really good stuff. I was gutted. I missed out on a load of the like old-fashioned vintage toys. He was only slinging like the Ghostbusters car for £1, and I know that's worth something. So I was a little bit disheartened, but that's the other one. This one, I don't know. It feels much thicker. I don't know if it's newer. Oh, no, it's older. It's got Northern Rock on. God, that takes us back. But yeah. 50p each, you can't really grumble, can you? I picked up these shorts as well for the hubby. They're nothing special, I think they're literally just Primark, but he likes them sort of 3/4. It's got that. He's seen me pick up these Merrells. I actually thought they were the ones with the Gore-Tex on, but they're not. They're just the Vibram ones. I had to do a bit more research, but I reckon I can get about 30 quid for them. They are the Ortholite ones, but you can see they've barely been worn. I think I paid a £5 for that. My first pickup of the day was this, the King Kong. I didn't realise until I got home. I don't know if I did it, but there's a tiny bit damaged. But we shall see. It'll still go for about a tenner. And then I need to test this clock, but this is a Sony clock. I need to do a bit more research because some of the Sony alarm clocks can be worth stuff and some of them aren't. But this one seems canny. It's got a few different bits on it, like a snooze, music. We'll see. So yeah, £3 I paid for that. Hopefully guys, by the next video, you should see me in my little bougie little shed. Yeah, because I'm getting sick of the garage. It's literally full of stuff. Got stuff there, piled high, my reselling stuff. It's not ideal. Just made us realise that I'm vastly grown out of this space. So yeah, on to bigger and better things. So yeah. If you're new here, obviously please don't forget to like and subscribe. I always get tongue-tied with this bit. I don't know why. Every YouTuber does it. Don't know why I can't get it right. But yes, please don't forget to comment down below and subscribe if you're new here. But till next time guys, thanks for watching.